Greetings, folks. Eric Johnson coming at you live once again this week from Westport Outfitters. We decided to take advantage of the great weather and do our filming this week outside. You can see behind me we have a beautiful day. We're on the banks of the Saugatuck River right behind our facility located at 609 Riverside Ave. Before we give you an update this week, we did just want to say thank you to all those that participated and attended our open house with our friends from All Seasons Marine Works yesterday. Although the weather wasn't quite as nice as today, we did have a great turnout and a generally good time was had by all. April 1st opened this year's flounder season. Despite some regulation changes, we are expecting a great start to this season with flounder being the first targeted species. We've had a couple reports filtering into the shop this week, and the flounder season definitely seems to be off to a great start. On a side note, the bait guys are now delivering, so we do have some sandworms for those guys that have their boats in the water and want to get out there and take advantage of this. We also want to give you a brief update about the bass population. As we mentioned last week, striped bass are a migratory fish as they start to move into the sound when the water temps start to rise. However, we are fortunate enough just to the east of us to have a resident striped bass population located at the Housatonic River. These fish return to the Housatonic on a yearly basis as a migratory home, much like the fish return to the Chesapeake Bay down to our south. As the season progresses, these fish do start to move out of the river, and we've gotten reports this week that that has indeed started to happen, which is a great step. You can either fish from the Stratford side of the river or the Milford side. Either way, those fish are starting to come down from their winter hibernations areas farther north of the Merritt Parkway Bridge and by the Sikorsky facility and starting to move out. So that's yet another good indication that this season is going to be off to a quick start before we know it. For those that are interested in trout, we actually just behind us here on the Saugatuck River witnessed this trout stocking of sea-run browns and a typical strain of a tiger trout to try to get a true sea-run brown population that will migrate up and down through the Saugatuck as sea-runs do. With that, we're going to sign off today, but I did just want to tell you that we will be taking a break next week for our seminars in light of the Easter weekend. However, the next seminar will be on April 18th, where we'll be having yak dogs, everything you need to know about kayak fishing. So make sure you sign up for that. So with that, we hope you have a good week. The weather here is great. We're looking for a great season, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.